Joining us now, March for Our Lives co-founder and former student at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School, David Hogg. I'm sorry that this is what we always call you about. Come on, there's been another school shooting, and it happens so frequently that you've become so well known to this network, to our viewers, to voters here in this country, and voters or people just around the world. Are you surprised that there aren't people marching in the streets? The number of people in this country who want gun control outnumber the number of people who do not. Big numbers. Are you surprised there are not marches in the streets after shootings like this all across this country?
I mean, there can be, and there have been. March for Our Lives, when it happened after Parkland, was the largest protest in American history at the time. We had 4,000 high schools, elementary schools, and middle schools, and even some home schools walk out demanding action on gun violence. And millions of young people march with us around the country. And, you know, this work just takes a horrifyingly long amount of time. I think in 2018, we thought that we could go out there and the young people could raise their voices and we could get real change. And we have seen some change, but clearly it's not enough. And frankly, the movement that we have built is still failing because unfortunately, I am still talking to you right now. And what it's going to require is something much bigger than any one organization or any one person. It's going to require all of us, every single American standing up and doing what we need to do to address this in our schools, but not just school shootings, but also daily gun violence that happens disproportionately in Black and brown communities that never get the attention or resources that Parkland got. Because we need to stand up together to fix this, because clearly our leaders, unfortunately, are failing us, and we have to do so much more.
That's what I'm talking about. I mean, I appreciate what you say about the number of schools that came out, the millions of students. That is impressive. I'm just wondering if you're surprised, because I sort of am, why there aren't more Americans, parents, coming out in just cities across this country in less of a structured way after this happens. I mean, we see these large-scale protests in other places against things that are happening there. I know we're a large country, but given that we are seeing kids die so frequently in schools, we're seeing individuals die in supermarkets, on splash pads, at parades, in banks, in churches, in synagogues, at New Year's Day celebrations. I mean, the list goes on and on. Every single place you go to in your daily life has now been touched by gun violence or a mass shooting, not just the daily gun violence, but a mass shooting, movie theaters even. Given that, and given the way we live with fear of going outside of our house, every one of us now, because of a person with a gun, are you surprised there is not more of an organic explosion of outrage across this country?
I think that it's time for more of that. I think the problem is people become numb. It's not that they don't care. It's that this happens so often, and people start to develop their own, protection mechanisms psychologically to think, oh, this just can't happen in my community. When the reality is we said the same thing after Parkland because it was the safest community in Florida, one of the safest in the United States, and we still had one of the largest school shootings in American history happen there. If you don't think this can happen to your community, I have bad news for you. It's not a matter of if, it is a matter of when in this country, because this issue is becoming so pervasive. It is the leading cause of death for young people in our country. It is the leading cause of death of the future of our country. And it is time for young people and old people and everybody else to stand up and stop waiting for somebody to tell them what to do and start telling themselves what to do. Just show up at your school board and ask, what are we doing to make sure our kids are safe in their schools? But also showing up at your state legislature to demand that they change gun laws. After Parkland, people said to us that we wouldn't change anything, that we were just a bunch of stupid kids. And a lot of people that were on the news were saying, oh, it's great that those kids care, but nothing's ever going to change. But we did change things because of the work of people like Fred Gutenberg and Manny Oliver and all the parents in Parkland and the young people that rose up and showed up in Tallahassee and said to our Republican governor, Rick Scott, you need to do something.